Coruscant was already shaking as the Republic died in silence. The Jedi Temple had fallen, the clones had turned, and Obi-Wan Kenobi returned from Utapau carrying victory in his hands and dread in his chest. He went first to Padmé Amidala, hoping for answers. Anakin had vanished after Mace Windu's death, and the fear in the Force felt worse by the hour. But when Padmé opened her door, Obi-Wan saw it at once. The hidden pain, the guarded eyes, and then his gaze fell to her stomach. For one long moment, neither of them spoke. "You knew," Padmé whispered. Obi-Wan's face hardened, not with anger, but grief. Anakin Skywalker had not only broken the Jedi Code, he had built a secret life around it. A wife, children, a future he believed the Order would deny him. At last, the truth made Anakin's fall feel terrifyingly clear. Padmé confessed everything. The marriage, the fear, the nightmares that had been haunting Anakin for weeks. He believed she would die in childbirth. He believed the Jedi would never help him save her. And now, Palpatine had filled that fear with promises. Obi-Wan understood the trap instantly. This was not just seduction by power. This was desperation twisted into obedience. He wanted to condemn Anakin for his lies. Instead, he saw a frightened young man drowning beneath Darth Vader's shadow. Then Padmé revealed one final truth. Anakin had sent for her. He was on Mustafar, waiting, convinced he had won peace through fire. Obi-Wan looked toward the dark city skyline and knew the next choice would decide the galaxy. If he went alone, he might lose Anakin forever. If Padmé came, she could still reach him. Outside, a gunship roared to life. Inside, Obi-Wan made his choice, and the trap on Mustafar was already closing. Padmé stood in silence for several seconds before the truth finally broke through her fear. She told Obi-Wan everything. The secret wedding on Naboo, the stolen moments during war, the dreams that had poisoned Anakin's sleep, and now, the child growing inside her. Each word hit Obi-Wan like a fresh wound, because every answer explained another step in Anakin's collapse. He did not interrupt. He listened. Padmé's voice shook as she described Anakin's terror. He was not chasing power for glory. He was running from loss. He had seen her dying in visions, and the fear of that future had consumed him. Palpatine had sensed it. He had taken Anakin's love, twisted it, and turned it into a chain. For the first time, Obi-Wan stopped seeing only betrayal. He saw the frightened boy from Tatooine, the reckless student, the young knight who wanted to save everyone and could not accept failure. Anakin had not fallen in a single moment. He had been pushed by war, pride, secrecy, and fear, until one final lie promised him control over death itself. "You still believe he can come back?" Obi-Wan said. Padmé met his eyes. "I have to." That answer changed everything. Obi-Wan now understood that Mustafar could not begin with accusation. If he went to Anakin as a judge, Darth Vader would answer. But if Padmé reached him first, then the man beneath the armor might still hear her. They would go together, but carefully. No anger, no threats, no talk of treason, only truth, and one last chance. Yet as the transport prepared for departure, Obi-Wan felt a cold shiver through the Force. Palpatine was already moving. He knew Anakin was unstable. He knew Padmé mattered. And if Mustafar failed to break them, the Emperor would finish the job himself tonight. The ship rose into the dark Coruscant sky, and with it came the final chance to save Anakin Skywalker. Far away on Mustafar, Darth Vader was waiting, and he was not alone. Obi-Wan stood beside the transport ramp, staring into the city lights as Padmé's words echoed in his mind. The war, the council, the secrets, the visions, all of it led back to one truth. Palpatine had never simply recruited Anakin. He had studied him, shaped him, and waited for fear to do the rest. That brutal realization changed Obi-Wan's next step. Until now, he had planned to face Anakin as a fallen Jedi. He would have demanded answers. He would have called him traitor. But now he understood that judgment would only drive him deeper into Vader's shadow. If there was still a way back, it would not begin with a blade. It would begin with mercy. Padmé watched him in silence. She expected anger. Instead, Obi-Wan lowered his head and said, "I should have seen it sooner." He remembered the boy on Tatooine, the reckless student, the hero of the Clone Wars. For years, Anakin had begged for trust, while hiding pain behind defiance. The Jedi had asked for calm, but never truly reached the storm inside him. Palpatine had. So Obi-Wan made a choice that changed the timeline. He would not go to Mustafar as an executioner. He would go as a brother, ready to speak before he fought, ready to listen before he condemned. It was dangerous. It might fail. But if Anakin still loved Padmé and the child she carried, then there was still one part of him that Sidious had not claimed. The gunship engines ignited. The air trembled. As Obi-Wan stepped aboard beside Padmé, a cold ripple passed through the Force. On distant Mustafar, Anakin was not calming down. He was preparing for war alone. And somewhere beyond that fire, Darth Sidious was smiling, because he knew mercy could be turned into a weapon too. The ship lifted into the night, carrying one last hope for Anakin Skywalker. But on Mustafar, the dark side was already waiting, and it was ready to turn mercy into disaster. The ship cut through the ash-choked sky of Mustafar and descended toward the mining complex where Anakin waited. This time, Obi-Wan did not hide. He stepped out beside Padmé the moment the ramp lowered, forcing the meeting into the open before suspicion could poison it. Anakin turned at once. His yellow eyes softened when he saw Padmé, but hardened again when he saw Obi-Wan at her side. His hand moved toward his lightsaber. "You brought him?" Padmé stepped forward before the fear could deepen. She did not accuse him. She did not ask about the Jedi or the Republic. She spoke only of truth. She told him she knew about the slaughter at the temple. She told him Obi-Wan knew about the child. And still, they had come to bring him home. The words struck Anakin harder than any blade. For a moment, Vader's mask cracked. He looked from Padmé to Obi-Wan, waiting for judgment, but it never came. Obi-Wan kept his voice low. He said Palpatine had used his fear. He said the future was not fixed. He said Anakin could still walk away. That mercy shook him. In the old timeline, rage would have answered first. Here, doubt did. Anakin demanded to know if the Jedi would ever accept his family. Obi-Wan could not promise that. But he promised this. Sidious had lied, and staying on Mustafar meant losing everything he meant to save. Anakin's breathing grew uneven. The lava glowed around them. For one fragile second, it seemed the dark side was losing its grip. Then a shuttle roared overhead. Padmé looked up. Obi-Wan's face tightened, and Anakin felt the cold truth before the craft even landed. Palpatine had come personally, and he was not arriving to praise his apprentice. He was arriving to test him now. The door of the shuttle began to open, slowly, like the galaxy itself was holding its breath. And on Mustafar, Anakin Skywalker was about to face the one master he could no longer trust. Before the shuttle door fully opened, Padmé moved. She stepped past Obi-Wan and crossed the platform before fear could harden into violence. Mustafar burned around them, but her voice stayed steady. "Anakin, look at me." He did. For the first time since kneeling to Sidious, Anakin saw something stronger than panic in her eyes. Padmé took his trembling hand and pressed it against her stomach. The touch froze him. "You are not doing this for power," she said. "You are doing it for us. And if you keep following him, there will be no us left." Those words struck deeper than any warning from the Jedi. In one instant, Anakin saw what still remained. Not an empire, not control over death. A child, a family, a quiet future that had not yet been burned away. His anger slipped. Obi-Wan saw the change at once. Anakin's shoulders lowered, his breath slowed. The fury in his eyes weakened as Padmé kept talking. She told him Palpatine had poisoned his fear. She told him the visions were not destiny. She told him he still had a choice. "I can save you," Anakin said, but the words sounded weaker now. "Then come with me," Padmé whispered. "Save me by staying Anakin." That name hit like a blade. Vader promised strength. Anakin carried pain. But Anakin also carried love. And love was standing right in front of him. Then the shuttle ramp crashed down. Sidious emerged through the smoke, calm and smiling. His voice slid across the platform like venom. If Anakin turned back now, Padmé and the child would die. And suddenly, Anakin was no longer choosing between Jedi and Sith. He was choosing which future deserved to live. And Obi-Wan knew the next breath might decide whether the Chosen One fell forever or returned. Then Leia stood up. Every eye turned to her. She was the heart of the rebellion. Her parents had died on Alderaan because of Vader's command. If anyone had the right to refuse him, it was her. She walked slowly toward Anakin, stopped in front of him, looked into his eyes, and she said only 4 words. "Don't make me regret this." The galaxy changed that day. Anakin Skywalker became a strange, secret weapon of the New Republic. He never wore the black armor again. He never lit a red blade. Instead, he gave them something more valuable: knowledge. He gave them maps to hidden Imperial bases. He named loyal officers who could be turned. He revealed weapons projects buried in classified files. He warned them of the Inquisitors, of Thrawn, of the secret cloning labs on Wayland. And he trained. Day after day, Luke and Anakin meditated together, father and son, light and shadow, learning to walk side by side. Slowly, painfully, the Force began to heal what years of hate had broken. But far away, on a frozen world deep in the unknown regions, Grand Admiral Thrawn studied a hologram of Anakin Skywalker. He tapped his fingers slowly against the console. "Interesting," he murmured. "The Chosen One walks again. Then we must move faster." He turned to his officers. "Begin Operation Stormcrown. The Empire will rise again, and this time, no Skywalker will stop us." The first strike came at Mon Cala. Imperial warships, hidden for years, emerged from deep space and bombarded the ocean cities. Thousands died in the first minutes. The New Republic fleet rushed to defend, but they were outmaneuvered, outgunned. Without a single emperor giving foolish orders, the Empire's military was suddenly smarter, sharper, deadlier. Thrawn was in command now. And Thrawn did not lose. The New Republic reeled. Worlds fell, one by one. Naboo, both Awui, even parts of Coruscant slipped back into Imperial hands. Mon Mothma stood before her council, her face pale. "We need a miracle," she said. Luke looked at his father. Anakin nodded slowly. "Then we give them one." Together, the Skywalkers led a daring strike on the cloning facility at Wayland. Anakin knew its defenses. Luke trusted the Force. Leia commanded the fleet from above. The battle was brutal. Stormtroopers fell. Dark-side acolytes, twisted clones of fallen Jedi, rose from secret labs. One of them wore the face of Mace Windu. Another wore the face of Ahsoka Tano. Anakin's hands trembled when he saw them. "They are not real," he whispered. "They are weapons." He cut them down with tears in his eyes. When the facility burned, the New Republic claimed its first true victory of the new war, but Thrawn had escaped. And in the ashes, a single message had been left behind, a holocron, glowing softly in the dark. Luke picked it up. The image of a hooded figure appeared. The voice was cold, familiar, impossible. "You thought I was gone, young Skywalker, but death is only a doorway, and I have been waiting." The hood fell back. Emperor Palpatine smiled. Anakin staggered backward. The holocron trembled in Luke's hand. Leia's voice came over the comm, panicked, but no one was listening. The Emperor was alive. Not in body, perhaps. Not yet. But his spirit, his cunning, his hate had survived, hidden in clone bodies, hidden in dark temples on Exegol, hidden in the loyalty of Thrawn and the Inquisitors who still served him from the shadows. The war was not over. It had only just begun. Anakin Skywalker turned to his children. His face was set. His eyes burned with something fierce and old and powerful. The Chosen One was awake again, not as a slave, not as a Sith, but as a father. A warrior, a man with one last mission. "He will not have you," Anakin said quietly. "Not my son, not my daughter, not this galaxy, not again." Luke gripped his lightsaber. Leia's voice came through the comm. "Steady now. What do we do?" Anakin looked up at the stars. Somewhere out there, in the deepest shadows of the galaxy, the Emperor was rebuilding. Somewhere, Thrawn was planning the next move. Somewhere, the fate of every world hung on what came next. "We finish it," Anakin said, "once and for all." And far across the galaxy, on a hidden world wrapped in storms of red lightning, Emperor Palpatine opened his eyes inside a new body and laughed. The true war for the soul of the galaxy was about to begin. Palpatine had arrived at the perfect moment, just as Anakin began to doubt him. Now Mustafar was no longer a rescue. It was a test. And the next choice Anakin made would decide who walked off that burning world alive. The Coruscant skyline burned gold beneath the setting sun. Anakin Skywalker stood alone on the balcony of his quarters, his mechanical hand clenched into a tight fist. Inside his chest, two forces pulled at him like twin stars. One was love. The other was power. Padmé's voice still echoed in his ears. "Anakin, you're breaking my heart. You're going down a path I can't follow." Her words cut deeper than any lightsaber. He had promised to save her, but at what cost? Across the city, in the shadowed halls of the Senate, Darth Sidious waited. The Sith Lord had whispered sweet poison for months. Power over death. Control over fate. A galaxy reshaped by Anakin's own hand. Yet now, for the first time, those promises felt empty. The Senate chamber was silent. Darth Sidious sat upon his red-lit throne, fingers tapping slowly. His apprentice had defied him. But the Sith Lord did not panic. He smiled, a cold, cruel smile. "If love is his chain," he whispered, "then I shall break it." Within hours, dark rumors spread across Coruscant. Whispers reached Anakin's ears. Padmé was in danger. The Jedi Council suspected her. Obi-Wan was being turned against him. Every word was a poisoned blade, crafted by Sidious himself. Anakin stormed through the Jedi Temple. His heart pounded, his mind raced. "Master Windu, is it true? Are you watching, Padmé?" Mace Windu's silence said too much. Anakin's fists trembled. Then came the vision. Sidious reached across the Force, showing Anakin a nightmare. Padmé screaming, their unborn child lost. A galaxy burning without him. "Only I can save her, Anakin," the Sith Lord's voice echoed. "The Jedi will let her die." Anakin fell to his knees in the empty halls. Sweat poured down his face. His lightsaber rattled at his hip. The walls seemed to close in. Love, power, fear, all three burned inside him at once. Padmé found him there. She knelt beside her husband. "Anakin, don't listen to him. He is the darkness." But Anakin stared at the floor. eyes wide. What if he's right? What if I lose you? Somewhere in the shadows, Sidious watched through the Force. His trap was almost closed. One more push, one more lie, and the Chosen One would be his again. Anakin stood up slowly. His eyes were burning. A choice had to be made before dawn. Save Padmé through the dark side, or trust the Jedi and risk losing everything he loved. The galaxy did not know it yet, but the Chosen One was walking toward a crossroads that would rewrite history forever. Anakin closed his eyes. He remembered Obi-Wan's smile, the clone troopers who called him General, the Jedi younglings who looked up to him like a hero. Could he truly destroy them all? Could he become the monster Sidious wanted? A holocron flickered on his desk. Palpatine's voice called him, "Anakin, come to me. The time is near." But Anakin did not move. His hand hovered above the device, trembling. Then Padmé stepped softly behind him. She touched his shoulder. "Stay with me, Ani. Please." Tears filled his eyes. In that moment, the Chosen One made a decision that would shake the galaxy forever. He turned off the holocron. He turned away from Sidious. And somewhere in the dark Senate chamber, the Sith Lord's yellow eyes burned with rage. His weapon was slipping away. The storm was coming. Sidious would not lose his apprentice without a fight. And deep in the shadows of Coruscant, Order 66 was already loading into every clone's mind. The galaxy held its breath because the Sith Lord was about to strike first. The stars above Endor burned cold and silent. Inside the second Death Star, the air felt heavy, thick with fear, thick with power. Red light bled across the throne room floor. Lightning cracked from the Emperor's fingers, twisting around Luke Skywalker's body like living serpents. Luke screamed, and behind them both, Darth Vader stood frozen. For 23 years, he had served the Sith. For 23 years, he had buried Anakin Skywalker beneath